Yo guys, Ollie T plays here, not Ollie Tat even. I need to get that right. Anyway, today, in approximately just under 2 hours, the new Premier League season kicks off. And over the last 2 or 3 years, I've been meaning to do a predictions video, but I've never got around to it. But today, we're doing a predictions video. I might edit it, I might not, depending on how I feel. But we're just going to crack on with it. There's the bottom to top, my predictions for the Premier League. In 20th place, I've gone with the newly promoted team, West Brom. I just don't think they have the team for competing in the Premier League. Obviously, they signed Matheus Pereira from Sporting on a permanent deal. He's quite a good player. Just I don't think they really got a good enough team to be able to stay in the Premier League. 19th place, gone with Crystal Palace. I think if Wilfried Zaha and Jordan Ayew don't perform, then it's going to be a tough season for them, because most teams have improved their attack and Palace's defence is really their only strong point, apart from Ayew and Zaha, so it's going to be a tough season for Palace fans. And in 18th, it was a really difficult decision between 18th and 17th. But in 18th, I've gone with Aston Villa. I'm pretty sure they made some improvements. I can't remember who. But they'll do better than last season. It's just, obviously, other teams around them have improved. So they'll do better, but it will be tougher. But I still think Aston Villa will be relegated. So those are the three to be relegated: West Brom, Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. In 17th, just avoiding the drop, I've gone with Brighton. I think that they've got some good players like Neil Maupay and Yves Bissouma. Lewis Dunk as well, England international, I think. They've got an okay team. I think they'll avoid the drop by the skin of the teeth, but it will be a tough fight. And then in 16th, I've actually gone with another newly promoted team. I've gone with Leeds. Now, as much as part of me wants to say Leeds will finish rock bottom with no points, they've improved massively. They've improved the team. The signing of Rodrigo from Valencia it's an amazing signing. He's a world class player. Honestly, Valencia are going through some financial difficulties, so you have to sell some of the players like Danny Parejo. He's gone to Villarreal, but Leeds have a good squad. Okay, as much as that pains me to say that, Leeds do have a good squad with the likes of Pablo Hernandez, Rodrigo Moreno. They couldn't get hold of, is it Ben White from Brighton, I think? Couldn't get hold of him, and he's tied down a new deal at Brighton, but I think Leeds will stay up. I don't think it'll be a bad season for Leeds, I just think it'll be dull. Then in 15th, the final promoted team, I've gone with Fulham. They have made some good signings. I can't remember who. Right, hang on. I'll just pause the video and go and look at the signings. Yeah, I've just had a look there. They've actually made some really smart signings. They signed Anthony Knockaert on a permanent deal from Brighton, as he was on loan last season. They signed Kenny Tete, the Lyon right back, which is a really good sign. And they've improved the left back as well with Ola Aina from Torino in Serie A. And they've also signed Mario Lemina, who's a good midfielder from Southampton. Signed Anthony Robertson, I've heard of him, Wigan left back. He's a good player. And then they've signed Alphonse Areola, PSG goalkeeper. He was at Real Madrid last season, and now he's at Fulham. It's an upgrade, if we're being honest, isn't it? Real Madrid to Fulham. Anyway, so Fulham made some great signings, 13th. They've actually been smart with the money this season, unlike 2 seasons ago when they splashed 100 mil and got relegated. So, yep, Fulham 13th. I think they'll have a better season than last time. 14th, I've gone with West Ham. Again, West Ham are a good team. It's just the owners haven't been good as such. I'll try and find West Ham signings as well. I've decided just to bring my laptop here instead of pausing the video going over there all the time. I'm looking at West Ham's page here. They haven't actually made any signings. The only one they've really got is Thomas Souček on a permanent deal. They've got Winston Reid back from loan. They've got Jordan Hugill back from loan as well, and a couple of other people back from loan. But what's happened here? Yeah, it's just going to be more of the same for this season for West Ham, I think. Anyway, here's next. 13th, I've gone with Sheffield United. Right. They had an amazing season last season. Can't remember where they finished. It was like 8th or 9th, but I don't think they're going to be able to replicate it this season. So 13th, I think. Let me just see if they've made any signings. Just bear with me a sec. Because they don't have really a good out-and-out striker. Like, their top scorer last season only scored 6. Which, if you're going to stay in the Premier League, actually isn't enough. Actually, they did stay in the Premier League last season. Came 13th. But not. They came like 8th. I'm predicting them to finish 13th. So who have they got here? Aaron Ramsdale from Bournemouth. That's a good signing. Wait, since when did they got Ethan Ampadu from Chelsea? That's a good signing as well. Oliver Burke from West Brom. Callum Robinson from West Brom. And I say they got Ravel Morrison from Middlesbrough. It was the end of his loan. Same case with Callum Robinson, end of his loan. But they've actually made some good signings. So yeah, I think they'll finish 13th. 12th, I've gone with Burnley. Don't get me wrong, Burnley are a good team, but the teams who I've predicted to finish above them just improve their squad so much more. Actually, they do actually have a good team. Tarkowski and me are world-class centre-backs. World-class, I say that. They're quality centre-backs. It's not world-class on par with like Ramos and that, but look at West Brom's not West. I'm chatting bollocks here. If you look at Burnley's, signings, they haven't really signed anyone. No, they've literally signed Will Norris from Wolves, and that's it. You see, they had Ben Gibson, but they've sent him on loan to Norwich. We would have taken him back at Borough any day of the week. Yeah, 12th for Burnley. I think they'll be happy with that. And in 11th place, I've gone with Southampton. I think last season it was a bit half and half, because early in the season they got beaten 9-0 by Leicester, didn't they? Which is probably not great in marketing or whatever, advertisement for Southampton. But they turned it around second half of the season. Actually, Danny Ings was on fire. So have they made any signings? Yes, they have. Kyle Walker-Peters from Spurs. Good signing. Mohamed Salisu from Real Valladolid, from that team in Spain. And loads of people have come back from loan. Obviously, they've sold Pierre-Emile Højbjerg to Tottenham. Well, I think they'll do alright. Southampton, it'll just be an alright season for them. Then 10th, I've gone with Newcastle. Right, I actually think Newcastle are going to have a really good season. Actually, a really good season would be like Champions League, but like in terms of like the whole background of the club, I think this will be the season where they actually begin to perform, because they've signed Callum Wilson from Bournemouth. great signing for 20 mil. Like, Premier League proven striker, not Joe Linton. They signed Jamal Lewis from Norwich. I don't know how Newcastle managed to sign him, but Liverpool couldn't. It's just a bit strange. Signed Jeff Hendrick on a free from Burnley. He's a good player. We also signed Ryan Fraser on a free from Bournemouth as well, like Callum Wilson. Well, Callum Wilson came from Bournemouth, but he wasn't on a free. Actually, Ryan Fraser, really good winger. I think those 4 players are going to be what Newcastle need to turn it around. Who have they let go? Jack Colback's went to Nottingham Forest, and Willems and Lazaro have left after their loan has expired. But yeah, I think Newcastle fans will be happy with 10th, and I think that's where they'll finish. 9th place, I'm going to go with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, obviously, they've proven themselves the last couple of seasons as like top half Premier League side. They've got some really good players like Jimenez, Adama Traore, Patricio Neves, João Moutinho, Diogo Jota. They haven't let Matt Doherty go. Pardon me. They haven't let Matt Doherty go to Tottenham. But let's see. They've signed Fabio Silva from Porto for 36 mil. They've signed Marcel from Lyon. He's a good defender. Who else have they got? See, they let Matt Doherty go. Let Helder Costa go. Morgan Gibbs-White went to Swansea on loan. Now, I think Wolves will be happy with their team this season, and I think they'll just continue to stay at that level in the league. Now, 8th place, probably the team in terms of top three windows. We're going to go Newcastle 3rd, Everton 2nd, and Chelsea 1st. And 8th place, I'm going to go with Everton. They've done a madness. They were complaining about the midfield all season, last season, because it was like Tom Davis, Sigurdsson. It just wasn't good enough. So they brought in 3 new midfielders. Allen from Napoli, who's a world-class centre-mid. Abdoulaye Doucouré, I hope I pronounced that right. He's also a good midfielder. And James Rodriguez. What a signing that is. James Rodriguez was like one of the best players in the world in 2014. And now he's went to Everton for a free transfer. He's 29 years old. Shut up, is he 29? Well, there you go. But Everton have revamped their midfield. Front 3, Richarlison, 2 other people, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and, I don't know, Bernardo Walcott. And the defence is good. They've got Michael Keane, they've got Yerry Mina. Can't wait till AJ3 starts using Yerry Mina and James Rodriguez perfect links in Squad Builder Showdown. But yeah, I think Everton will actually turn it around this season and finish like around 8th. Now in 7th place, another team that's made some good signings is Leicester City. So just going on the page here. Obviously last season they did fantastic, finishing 5th, qualifying for the Europa League. I'll say they made some good signings. They've only signed 1 player, but he is quite a good player. Timothy Castan from Atalanta in Serie A. Belgian. He can play quite a few places, but it says here he's a right back. You see, they have let Ben Chilwell go to Chelsea, but they got 45 mil for him. If they spent 20 mil on Castan, then they've got another 25 mil to look for a new left back. Might get Tagliafico. Who knows? I think Leicester will. You see, I don't think they'll finish 5th this season because the rest of the main top 6 are. Obviously, they're the top 6 for a reason. But I think Leicester will have a good season. In 6th place, I've went with Tottenham. As far as I'm aware, apart from Matt Doherty, they haven't made any signings, have they? They signed Lo Celso on a free. They've got Højbjerg from Southampton and Joe Hart a free transfer. That's not really the signings you want to make to be challenging for the title. And if Tottenham get Champions League, they've had a good season. Because, I mean, if Harry Kane gets injured again, they might even finish lower. Because, if we're being honest, Harry Kane does carry Tottenham. Like, he was injured for most of last season and still finished on, like, 15 or something goals, which was insane. That just shows what Harry Kane can do. And in 5th place, going with their London rivals, Arsenal. If we go into Arsenal's transfer page here, we can see that they have signed Gabriel, the Lille centre-back. They've got William Saliba finally, because they bought him last summer but sent him back on loan to Saint Etienne. They've got Willian, who actually forgot about him. He's going to be quite a good player. Mkhitaryan's went to Roma on a free transfer. But I think Arsenal have improved their squad better than Spurs. They needed a centre-back. They brought in a centre-back. They've also brought Willian in, who can challenge Pepe for the right wing spot. I think Arsenal will have... It won't be as miserable as last season, but they'll finish 8th. Yeah. Still in the Europa League qualification, obviously, because they won the FA Cup, which was a good season. But I think 5th for Arsenal is respectable. Now in 4th place, I've went with Man United. It's like Chelsea and Man United fighting for 3rd place. So they've signed Donny van de Beek for 35 mil, and that's it. Don't get me wrong, he is a good player, but United need more than that if they want to challenge even for the title. Although they do have a world-class squad, I think they need to still improve on the defence. They have they brought in Dean Henderson, his loan at Sheffield United's what's the word? His loan at Sheffield United has... What's the word? I can't think. Basically, he's at Man United now, not at Sheffield United. So he's going to challenge De Gea for the goalkeeper spot. In my opinion, De Gea is still a world-class keeper, but he's too prone to an error, as we have seen in the past couple of seasons. Now, they do have a world-class midfield and strike force. Like Bruno, Van de Beek, Pogba is a world-class midfield, one of the best in the world. They've still got people like Fred and Matic on the bench. So, that midfield is good. And then up front, they've got Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, which, again, probably not one of the best in the world, but still really good players. And if they've still got time to sign Sancho, I believe, but I don't think it's going to happen this window. It might happen in the winter. But yeah, Man United finished 4th even. I think that's what's going to happen. Now in 3rd place, controversial, I've gone with Chelsea. Because although they have made some brilliant signings, I just don't think they're on the level to compete with Man City or Liverpool. So they've signed Havertz for 72 mil, actually world-class midfielder. Werner for 47 mil, world-class striker. Chilwell 45 mil, world-class left-back. Ziyech for 36 mil, world-class midfielder. Thiago Silva on a free transfer, one of the best centre-backs of the last decade. Malang Sarr, good up-and-coming centre-back. And Jamie Cumming from Stevenage has ended his loan. Oh, he's went back on loan to Stevenage, never mind. Yeah, they've got 50 mil for Morata. 13 mil for Pulisic, who's went to Atalanta. Actually, Willian and Pedro both left. But they've got they've got Ziyech and Werner who can play right wing. So, and Callum Hudson-Odoi, I guess. The video's about to stop soon, I think, so if I cut off, just know that. So I'll have to like delete some stuff off my phone and redo add the next bit onto the video. But Chelsea have a world class squad. I think third is good for them, although realistically they should be challenging for the title with the signings that they've made. So Chelsea fans, let me know down below. Do you think Lampard should be sacked if you don't get top two? So between Liverpool and Man City, as it was last couple of seasons, and if we look at the signings that second place has made, where is it? It's Man City in second place. They've signed Nathan Ake, who's a good Premier League centre back. He's probably not worth 40 mil though. Signed Fernan Torres, he's okay winger from Valencia, still quite young. And that's why my camera decided to stop. Can't even remember where we were. But Man City, they've got a good squad. They've paid more for Nathan Ake than they received for Leroy Sané. I don't know if that's good business. So David Silva's left as well. Free transfer to Real Sociedad. Obviously it was meant to be Lazio, but Sociedad hijacked the transfer. But I think Man City just haven't made enough signings to compete with Liverpool this season. Obviously in first place it's going to be Liverpool. If we look at the transfers they've made, they signed Konstantinos Tsimikas from Olympiacos, left back for 11 mil, and that's it. Obviously they've actually made less signings than Man City, and probably worse ones as well, because I imagine Nathan Ake would be starting. Fernan Torres not really, but he's quite young, so he'll develop into a better player. Whereas Tsimikas, they've literally just paid 11 mil for a backup left back, which they could have just played Milner there anyway. But I think, see, they let Nathaniel Klein, Adam Lallana, Dejan Lovren, they've let them go. Got 10.8 mil for Lovren. But though Liverpool haven't made better signings than Manchester City. Manchester City were poor last season, and letting David Silva go, one of their most creative players, probably isn't helping in their chance to catch up to Liverpool, if that makes any sense. Ake is good. That'll make their defence much better, rather than having a place like Otamendi or Stones who are error prone. I think Ake will fit in quite well at Man City. But yeah, that's it. That's my predictions. Be sure to drop a like, comment and subscribe if you comment if you agree with them and what you would change. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.